the final minute of the third. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observations.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. This is caught. It's Christian Watson on the move past the 40. And it's a Packers touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points. Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 62 yards. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cowboys have recovered. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. If we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he finds Watson. It's caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Get 300! Get 300!
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On play action, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him what again, Charles? 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing here, Prescott, buying time to his left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And now here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plates. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that's probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
From the 31, Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Prescott on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Rodgers now to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Mercedes Lewis, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play fake. Here's Prescott out to his left.
Open man downfield is Hilton.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
1st and 10, 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. To throw is Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over
the middle. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Lewis has it, the tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 1st down, Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
first and 10. Here's Rodgers. Complete once again to Watson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
Touchdown!
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Prescott on the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Play action now. Prescott. Open man downfield is Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case,
and Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
And that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception. Now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Well, Prescott here to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing here, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.